Welcome to the Jay and Friends podcast.
Ready?
Is I'm ready? Shit, yeah.
Yo. I want to welcome you to the Jay and Friends podcast, episode 187. We are here. Before I get started, I want to send a shout out to those that wear the uniform, those that wore the uniform, those that wear the uniform in the future, shout out those that hang out of VA all day, shout out United States of Baltimore.
Zone 18.
Rest of the DMV, and special shout out to PG County. To the left of me, I got Nell. To the left of Nell, I got Tay. The big three is here. Before I get started, hip hop turned 50. Hip hop turned 50 on Saturday. And trap music turned 15. So we're gonna start the podcast off like this. Let's get it. Again, welcome to the Jay and Friends podcast, episode 187. We are here. How's your boys' week? How you doing? How you feeling?
Man, I'm good. Working, a little tired. We had Jimmy had turned 41 last week, so
Shout out Jimmy.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Birthday.
Yes.
we celebrated that. Ate some fucking duck. Shit was
Okay, let's talk about it. You low?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Shit was. I mean, it looked nice. The presentation was nice and everything.
What kind of sauce they had on?
They didn't have any sauce on it. They had it on the side. He said what it was, but I ain't catch it. He said it so fast.
It's like an Asian duck, or was it like a fancy, like 4 or 5 star restaurant duck?
Well, he's at Philippe Chow, so I don't know.
Oh, it was like
That's like a 4.
Yeah. It's like Asian though, right?
Yeah.
So you probably had like a Peking duck or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's
That's
what it was.
Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out to that. Shit's good, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the whole presentation was nice, and they sliced it up, and I'm like, I guess like they just gave us like the breast of it, and I'm looking like, so we don't get no legs and nothing. You just gonna take the rest of this high ass duck away, and then like when I had a piece of it, I was like, She was like, that shit written all over your face. I'm like, yeah, I tried. I had a couple slices.
Yeah.
Is it?
I just couldn't fade it.
Do you eat liver?
No, Jimmy does though. She loves.
So
liver.
is it compared to like liver? I ate duck in a minute, so I don't even remember.
I don't think so because Jimmy loves liver.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
she ain't like the duck.
she didn't like it at all.
I fucking love duck, bro.
For real? And I mean, people
Yo.
were saying like, was it slimy or something like greasy? I'm like, it wasn't greasy or none of that. It just
See, typically for me, duck is oily.
See, I don't eat lamb because it's stringy. It's like stringy. So
and see, I love lamb.
You getting bad lamb. Lamb shouldn't be stringy, buddy.
I've actually killed lamb in Afghanistan, gutted, skinned it, and cooked it too. Like and had it in the restaurant.
Nigga, you're not a fucking chef. Oh yeah, that one lamb I killed and fucked up. I ain't like
I've
it.
had
I'm a
lamb chops.
write off lamb for the rest of my life.
I've had lamb chops other
Yeah.
places. It's like
In the fucking desert, yeah. I probably
no,
wouldn't
I've
like
had
it.
lamb chops in Michelin restaurants. Like I don't see
Ruth
what
Chris
the-
lamb chops is my shit.
You know, what's the Black Swan lamb chops?
Yeah, he good
Bro,
too.
them shit
Yeah.
busting.
And at the boat too, Captain James. They got
that
some
is
good.
nice.
You got some good lamb chops. But yeah, the duck wasn't where it was at. So she was like, just get something else. So I had some sweet and sour chicken. Now that shit was a missile.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, the garlic butter noodles.
no,
Them busted. They be busting.
I don't really like Chinese food like that. This was Jimmy shit. So I just had some chicken fried rice, sweet and sour chicken.
Order like a nigga.
Yeah, I mean, cause I don't eat that shit. Like
Motherfucking Red
that ain't me. I don't eat that shit. But other than that, though, it was
chicken tenders and fries, please.
Yeah. 5 wings.
Fried
hard, please.
Yeah, man, shrimp fried rice. Yeah. That's hard though, bro. My week was chill, bro. Like a little bit of work this week, man. Getting the kid ready to go back to school. Sounds like I'm telling the same story over and over again. Getting the kid ready to go back to school for like 2 weeks now. Work, and I'm tired still. Like life is a repeat right now. Yo, Groundhog Day.
I feel you. Same for me. It was I had to go in Monday. Shout out to Nick and Jen. Nick, he added we gonna bring back up the Montgomery thing because he had a question. So
Called Nick ass and let
I
him
should.
let him ask his motherfucking question.
Yeah, but other than that, my week was cool, man. So let's get to it.
Let's go.
Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg fight confirmed. The proceeds ought to go to the veterans. Which one? I seen the picture. One of these motherfuckers is jacked.
Zuck.
Yeah.
Zuck is going to hurt this man.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
yeah.
is taking this shit 100% serious. Like
Yeah.
he is going to hurt. Now Elon Musk is being trained by a good person, UFC person too, though. Fucking Saint Pierre,
Oh,
For real?
Yeah.
That's dope.
and Zuck is with Israel,
Got you.
but Zuck is look like this is what he want to do.
He been training for a while. I think
Yeah.
just in general, just to become more fit.
Yeah.
I was listening to a news report. They were talking about this, but Zuck really trying to be in the UFC. Like he really wants to fight, which is wild. Like you work for all this money, you trying to get out there and get your brains
Your
beat
brains
in.
beat in. That's what
Whatever
he gonna
though.
get.
But this shit gonna be good, and I support them. Providing some money to the veterans, man. So
You think that money going to the veterans?
I think a percentage of it will.
I just started watching this show called Telemarketers about the history of telemarketing. That shit started with, this money is going for the troops. And it wasn't.
Now, shit like that, yeah, I don't believe that. But I think if Zuck or Elon come out and say they're gonna donate some of the money to the proceeds, I think some of it will end up getting there.
I want to see the fight. I'm team Elon, but I will if I had to bet. Zuck gonna fuck him
Dick
up.
riding
like-
ass nigga.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Scared he gonna cut your
Pause,
car.
pause, pause. He ain't gonna cut my car. Just-
You gonna
But
cut
they
your-
saying this might be which it would be the most watched shit over Mayweather Pacquiao over like 4.6 million viewers. They said so.
everybody gonna watch this shit. Like,
Yeah,
Cause their
So-
scope is bigger than just UFC and good
Hell
boxers.
yeah.
and
right?
then they
you
gonna
got people that
they're gonna
generally-
stream it on their networks.
It's gonna be streamed on
absolutely.
X and Meta. So
Really?
yeah. We ain't gonna even need the illegal link this time.
I know, right? Yeah.
Tay, send the link.
Shout out, man.
Oh man, we got this next one.
Yo,
Tay sent this.
Marine Infantry School on the West Coast fires their sergeant major. This nigga's wild, man.
They showed the screenshots. What
Yo.
was it? Somebody, the girl, like messenger or something?
Yeah, he was like sending her messages. Young girl, so he was underage, right? Was she underage?
No. She was a recruit. I mean, not a recruiter. She was in the school. It's fraternization and
Oh, I thought this was the. I
nah.
could be wrong.
Nah.
Excuse me.
Are we wrong?
I think I thought she was underage.
I'll look it up. But
Let's look it up, 'cause I
when
could
I
be
read, I
wrong.
thought it was a female within the ranks, which is why they relieved him of his duty because of his rank and that fraternization
yeah,
shit.
Yeah. Could be very well. So like while Jay looks this up, both cases are wrong, right? You can't fraternize with soldiers, particularly a sergeant major. So you at the top of the schoolhouse. Fraternizing with students, fraternizing. Basically, it's called 2 up and 2 down. So basically, you can get away with a relationship with someone 2 ranks above or 2 ranks below. In the case of the schoolhouse, like he can't fraternize with students.
Oh, listen, the shit get even better. Now I looked it up.
Uh,
All right, y'all ready? A Marine non-commissioned officer known as Sergeant Major Kettlebell was relieved from his position as the top senior listed advisor for one of the service's 2 infantry schools. Sergeant Major Stephen Burkett was fired for loss of trust and confidence last month by Colonel Seth McCutcheon. Blah, 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 blah. He was removed July 13th. He holds a record. He holds a record for most weight lifted in both 1 minute and 3 minutes. He in the Guinness Book of World Records.
oh shit. That's why
okay.
it's kettlebell. Okay.
Yeah. Preliminary inquiry was conducted into the matter and by can be requested. I'm trying to say, what the fuck did he do?
So now that he's fired, what happens next?
Oh,
She's fucked.
He's done. Yeah,
He's
they'll force him out. They're gonna force at that. What was it? Sergeant Major E9. So they're gonna basically E9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going. He'll put in papers to retire. He wouldn't be able to go anywhere else with a loss of confidence. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
He got to retire.
Yeah. So he should. I mean,
But his money gonna be good though, right? Is his money good?
depends how much they want to fuck him.
See, which is why I don't think that this was no underage shit because
Yeah.
he would have went to jail.
You right.
So I think like they're gonna just force him to retire. If he was like an E6 or something, like they will kick you. They would have booted him out. They would have booted you out. Like fuck your benefits and all that. But for him, because it wasn't an underage girl, it was a trainee. They just you got to retire, dog.
Yeah.
So what she told, or somebody found out that he was around there
It
getting
don't
it in?
say, but I did. The original article I clicked, it showed screenshots of their back and forth.
Oh, okay.
And he's a nasty
There was
man.
some
boy.
wild stuff going on. I thought she was underage. But I could be getting this confused because I just seen another story as well, and it kind of similar. But it was a soldier. Don't remember what base he's on, but he smuggled a girl. I want to say it was like somewhere in San Antonio. Smuggled a girl into the base, underage girl into the base, had her living in the barracks, and was
Living
in the barracks. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kelly.
So there's some wild shit going on in the armed forces right now, and that's why they say they're losing confidence, loss of confidence in the military. So
Yeah, true that. That's why we've been talking about numbers been fucked up for about what 2 years now.
yeah, it feels like it, man. So you got anything more to add, Jay?
Nah, but now I kind of want to walk back my statement, right? Here's why. He was the command sergeant major of the Infantry West, right? They got Infantry East, Infantry West. Ain't no females in infantry. So either it was a female that's just at another unit, tenant unit on base, but I don't think it was under, because if he would have went to jail.
Yeah.
So I want to say probably was just another Marine on base, and it was fraternization, and they just like, oh, man, you got to go. So fuck it.
I thought you were gonna say a boy or something.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Double balls.
That's what I thought you were about to say. Like,
Yeah, look,
there ain't no females on there, so what else ain't on?
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
kettlebell.
So I made your kettlebell. What you swinging, Holmes? Pause.
Oh my god. Let's go. Let's move on.
DC mayor calls on Biden to end federal work from home or create affordable housing.
I've been waiting to talk about this. Who going to go first?
You look.
All right, fuck Muriel Bowser, right? That's a DC mayor. We're going to go there. Fuck her. And here's why. I get it. And you got to think about the big picture, right? Her thing is when before COVID, everybody was downtown, restaurants were thriving, food trucks were thriving. That shit's still thriving because this is a tourist capital. Like, so, right? But her thing is that the people are teleworking and they're not coming in, and these buildings are sitting empty, and I want to create affordable housing. First off, we know goddamn well you're not going to create affordable housing in downtown DC. And two, will bet a pretty good chunk of change that they are leasing those buildings to the government at 3 or 4 times the rate that you would if you was to go in and say, hey, I need this building, I want to sign a lease.
So what part of DC, what is downtown DC? What is, I never know. Like, I see people say downtown, but what is considered downtown DC?
Like once you start hitting like, so let's go in and go out. So once you start hitting like, you go from the White House, right? And then you start working your way out, like literally that's kind of downtown.
All right. So like, where the Wizards play at, is that considered still downtown, Chinatown, all that?
That's
still
downtown.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
when you get them more, like honestly, anything that's not more or less the more residential neighborhoods is going to be considered downtown. So like if you go to Georgetown, you've gone too far.
yeah, that's not downtown.
Yeah. So like when you start seeing houses and shit, that's not downtown.
Even though that's DC, that ain't downtown.
Yeah. So I'm right on with you. Like I do. Mary Bowser has so many other things to worry about right now. Like no one wants to live in fucking DC. Look at the crime rate. You know
And they can't afford to live in DC.
Like, right, and no one can afford to live there. Exactly, right. So forcing people back to work is not going to solve our issues, right? As you said, people are still continuing to come to DC to spend money.
Yep.
Forcing federal employees to come back to work, and here's the thing, right? It doesn't just affect the federal employees that work in DC. It affects all federal employees, right? So OPM sets guidance for Office of Personnel Management sets guidance for all federal workforce, right? So if Biden decides to walk back some of the I don't want to call them COVID policies at this point, but walk back some of the work from home policy, and then he makes OPM issue a new policy. Right now, it's like 2 days of paper you have to come in the office, right? If you're not 100% remote work, and there's a difference there. So you've got telework and remote work. Remote workers don't have to come in the office, right? They've got an agreement that says I can work from anywhere as long as I have the internet. Telework, you have to come in the office at least once or twice a pay period. So if he goes back and says, no, they got to be in the office, teleworkers had to be in the office 4 times a week, man, you know how pissed off a lot of people are going to be in this
4
country?
times? Fuck yeah. 4.
A lot of people will be like, I want to go contract. They'll find other ways. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna work, and honestly, I don't think Biden I don't think he wants this fight right now, considering he's coming up on an election.
He don't.
Like he wants the federal workforce to be one of the strongest backers of his campaign. He don't want to stop. He don't want to start fucking with the GS 789. They get to work from home 4 days a week, Because he gonna start saying fuck Biden, and then all of a sudden his buddy's gonna say it, and next thing you know, he's definitely not getting reelected.
You got people like it's and the biggie back what Tay just said, right? You do got GS 7, 8s, and 9s. And
What's
they,
that?
Like so it go from 1 to 15, right? That's the highest. And then there's different steps in between. So you'll see a job posting and it'll say GS 13 no, say like GS 11 through 13, right? So you can start at what that's your band, and then normally you'll come in at a step, and like if you at step 1, you can get a step like every year until you start getting like higher in the steps, and then it take longer to get them, right? So here's the thing: people who telework, right? It's quality of life, and you at 7, 8, 9, you're not making a lot of money, so you're able to cut your daycare bill, which is damn near a mortgage almost for some people with small children. And you doing this, it's a ripple effect. And again, like, and I told Tay, like, how much is enough money? It's not like you're losing money. You're charging 3 to 4 times for the space. The space is paid for already, so it ain't bothering nobody. It's paid for. And then on top of that, you got tourists is up. So again, it's like, what's enough? And you're not going to turn that into affordable housing. So who are you playing?
Yeah. So like what major city there's ever going to be affordable housing in the downtown area? Because
it do, but it's like onesie, twosie. You're not going to go blocks and blocks and see continuous blocks of affordable housing because that's just not how it works. Because I remember people was telling me about Baltimore. For a while, every affordable housing was in the city for a little minute, and then they pushed everybody to Baltimore and Harford County. And then they said something like they wanted people back in the city because they wanted to build the county back up or some shit like that. It's just back and forth that happens.
I mean, because they fucked the county up. I can say that because I lived out Harford County for like 20 plus years with my mom.
So you was around when they pushed people out of the city?
Yeah, we were right above that curve, like when everybody started to get pushed out there. And it basically was like, it used to be a supermarket, and right behind there, bro, that shit was like Perkins Projects or some shit. Like it was crazy.
That's what they did.
There.
They relocated. Same happened with Columbia. They relocated a lot of the city housing projects out to these more rural areas because they had the room at the time. And then all it did was it became a hub for drugs. Out in Harford County, there's a big like opioids and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And gangs,
like drugs.
Oh yeah. And it's a lot of gang shit out there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So all they did was just move the trouble. And now what you're saying, like you said with Harford County, is they want to push them out because that land is so valuable.
It is. And
if they knock that shit down, they could build $1 million houses there.
And that's what they're starting to do now. Like closer when you get to my mom's, if you go straight up Pulaski Highway, when I was going there forever, the back way to get to our house, it just was nothing but trees. Now they are knocking that shit down, and everything is out there starting at 500, 650.
Sheesh. Dang.
Yeah, but yeah, Mary Bowser, she go to hell. Well, I don't give a fuck about her.
She wrong. You so wrong for that, and I don't think you want that fight. Shoplifting threatens to close Southeast DC grocery store it will create a potential food desert.
Worry about that.
Nick sent me this one.
Oh, that's okay.
I like, how much fucking meat are you stealing to close the goddamn store down?
They don't have no security.
Well, the thing about this isn't new for DC. They did the same thing to a Walmart that's out there. They closed one of the Walmarts.
There was only one.
It was and they closed that shit down because the shoplifting and they couldn't afford it. You see it all the time with the numerous like CVS and Rite Aids that have been closing across the country because of shoplifting. Like, worry about the fucking crime in your city. Don't worry about. No one wants to come in the city, bro. You can't get gas in fucking DC right now without worrying about getting carjacked. Like, worry about that shit and then worry about how to bring people back in the city.
Oh, nigga, I be on my P's and Q's when I stop down before I get on the highway,
that's
nigga.
Why I be so mad at you when I be in front of you, yo, and I see you duck off, and I be too like I be like, I'm about to turn around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I be in and out though. I be quick, but I be on my shit.
Yeah, yo. Like, no, no gas jail with this motherfucker. Like, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, won't catch me.
Shout out to Elon.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
No, man. Again, I've seen I live in a food desert technically. So you go right up the block where I go get the chicken from. Right. It used to be. It was, I don't remember what it was, but it was a grocery store there, and they closed it. I don't know if it was for theft, but they turned it into what's the purple and gold gym? The purple and the gold color.
Planet Fitness?
They turned it into a Planet Fitness. So it's no grocery store and walking distance. So the next closest one is back that way. The Lidl, or black people call it Lidl.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
We always say Lidl and
That's the closest what?
Lidl and Aldi. And
Trash
that's not
ass
walking
markets.
distance.
God
Yeah,
damn.
that's not walking distance. So technically, this is considered a food desert because they tore that down and whatever. So, and it you feel my heart kind of goes out. This I see old people, and I'm used to seeing people in New York. They had those little carts. You can go get your groceries, put your bags in the car. You can put it on public transportation, but dog, like it's
that infrastructure doesn't exist.
it don't yeah. So to see people, I seen a girl today, a young girl. I mean, like she looked like her fingers was gonna fall off walking down the street with them bags on them fingers. Like I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I ain't putting on my car. I ain't getting in trouble. But
I've always said, like, and if you live in Maryland, if you don't have a car, you're not going nowhere.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And so, like, everything, even for us, the closest mark for us isn't walking distance.
it ain't.
We got
yeah.
2 of them right there, but neither one of them are walking distance.
No,
So
it's just.
I have one by me. I mean, that shit is a bop. I would not want to walk. I can make it happen, but it ain't something that I would want to do.
How far the walk would be? 20, 30 minutes? One way?
Oh, 20.
Jeez.
Yeah, because Jimmy do it when she work out. So it's
in
probably
the heat too.
in the heat too. Yeah.
Nah.
We starving a day.
Yes, sir. Yo, for a long time though, I ain't gonna lie. I thought Aldi was like an auto parts store for a little minute, and then until I went in there, I'm like, oh shit. I was going to try to get like a battery for my the Tahoe remote.
Oh, my
I'm like,
God.
there's fucking groceries in this bitch.
They don't got no bags though.
No, they don't.
Nah, I went there once. They got no bags.
I did, and I spazzed out one time. Yeah, I did, because the people in front of me, they did their shit and they bagged their stuff. So I'm sitting there and they scanning my shit. So I'm looking at Chuck, raising my eyebrows and shit, like, she ain't gonna bag my shit. I was like, you ain't gonna bag my groceries, bro? I was like, you gotta bring your own bag.
You're like, fuck you saying?
I was like, what? He was like, we don't have bags.
I'm out.
And I was really about to get real aggressive though, like, yo, you just bagged your shit. You just not gonna bag mine.
Oh, nigga.
I was like, my bad, dog. I ain't never coming to this motherfucker again.
I went there once. And thankfully, I ain't get a whole bunch of nothing. But you know what I'm saying? It was still it was a shock.
That's what it was. It was like a bunch of bullshit.
Man, put this shit back down. I don't even want it.
Why do black people always call everything the name it ain't supposed to be? So we call Lidl. We call Wegmans, Weegmans, and we call Kroger's K. Rogers.
I don't know what the last. Nah, I call it Wegmans.
Wegmans is Wegmans.
Nah, cause you see,
I don't know what the fuck a Kroger's is. So.
you don't know what Kroger is? Kroger's like a
I seen it in Miami.
yeah.
Oh, it's a southern thing.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't see a Kroger till I got to the Midwest,
Oh, okay.
and then I was like, and I just kept seeing black people say K. Rogers. Fuck is K. Rogers? Kroger? K. Rogers, dog. K. Rogers, like. So,
Oh, for real? Damn, I never been in one of those, but Wegmans is Wegmans. Aldi and Lidl, I can't pronounce that shit.
Listen, Lidl, you could buy groceries, you can get a grill, you can get carpets,
That shit like a mini BJ's or some shit.
something.
Yeah, it's like a mini something. It got all types of shit in there.
Hey, you know what I'm pumped about though, man? We about to get a Buc-ee's somewhere in Virginia.
Stop lying.
I swear, yo, they about to open up like 7 of them joints.
What the hell was that?
They got the largest gas stations in America, man. Go home and YouTube that shit, man. So they started out, I think, like in Texas.
Yep.
They got these huge gas stations, man. They got one in
Listen, they sell. You know they
Florida,
big when
man.
they sell their own fucking merch. People travel to go buy Buc-ee's merch.
Really?
Beaver and shit.
Like how like Hess stations used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, Hess truck was lit though.
Yeah,
But yeah, Buc-ee's, man.
Buc-ee's is
Virginia
coming.
somewhere. Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah,
Dang.
that's tough, man.
Nilly DC. Oh, local attack, right? Tasted this. What it was like 20 people or something on Howard University campus. They was attacked by locals. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, DC is out of control right now. So for those that might have heard, Howard University is in
Northwest, yeah.
Northwest DC, and it's in the city, right? So and it's surrounded by city shit, residential, other things.
It's close to the VA hospital in downtown DC.
So, I read a little bit about the story, and it was a group of, we'll just call them teens, young adults, were at a basketball court, and I guess the police that came over there asked them to leave, and they ended up arresting somebody that had a gun on them. So I was like, thank God. So they arrested him, but the kids left, and as they left, they started making their way towards Howard. So if you ever been on Howard, Howard has these like the dormitories, like residence halls. So I guess they walked through Howard, and Howard's an open campus. You go walk through it. They found some people outside and just commenced to beating their ass.
Damn.
No reason, no motivation behind it. You got some witness accounts. You got some of the people that were injured. The dude said, at some point he just stopped feeling pain and he just sat there and just got beat.
Damn.
There's nothing they can do. You got a mob of kids, young adults beating down on you. You know what I mean? And it's just like, we're going to go back to the Mad DC. Like, worry about this shit. Every day we hear about something going on in DC and the surrounding area that you like, what the fuck new today? Oh, DC mobs going around beating college kids up.
That's a hell of an ass whipping, though, brother. Yeah. You stop feeling pain. I'm just gonna take this.
Yeah. No, like Tay said though, it's I don't even know if I want to call it sad, alarming, shocked, terrified. For
it's definitely
people,
alarming, especially with it being an open campus.
But no. I'm talking about in totality. You a mob of kids beat somebody till they didn't feel pain. Mm-hmm. We just seen a story where the person got shot in the neck at a gas station. We just seen a story where they dumbass motherfucker, you want to carjack a Tesla from somebody. You
the Uber driver, the drive-by the other day.
Yeah. Like it's, and it's not just our city. I mean, the shit is everywhere, but because we live here, it's magnified. Yeah. But this shit is. And then I kind of feel bad for like the police chief, right? Because it's one of these things was like, all right, like they looking at you to provide an answer. And what is the answer? Yeah. More cops?
Yeah. There is none. If people not policing their own fucking kids, what the fuck can I do? What do you want them to do? All right, curfew. Now, kids,
that ain't gonna work.
Home 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, got to be in the house. That shit is not going to work because it's still going to be kids everywhere. Like shit doesn't work.
It's just listen, people. I'm not one for all the big long guns. Pause. But arm yourself. Get your couple pistols and get your concealed carry, man, and protect yourself. That's all I can kind of tell you. And keep your head on the swivel.
I tell you one thing though, when they did implement that curfew shit, when the Freddie Gray shit went on, and they brought the military in, shit was me. I was being an asshole. I'm like, I'm not going to the house. I pay motherfucking taxes, so I was outside.
You one of them.
I am. I am because I was hungry and I was outside. Fuck that.
What part of the city was you in there?
I was living on Liberty and Hilton then. West side.
He's right on the west side.
No, I was right there. Like, that shit was down the street. Yeah, that shit was down.
Yeah.
So no, I was outside and they look at me, I'd be looking at them. What's up? I'm not going to fuck in the house.
Yeah, it was while I was down.
Don't be a part of the problem. Be a part of the solution, brother.
Look, not me.
I tested them waters. I was living downtown too. I was Redwood and
during this whole time.
Yeah, I was right there. They marched down my shit. So.
Yo, I was just. That was before the summer of 2015, right? And I think I came back. I got here in August. That's wild.
Yeah, I was right there. You know where that big ass fire station is right there? I used to live the Bowman Cecil Tower. Yeah. I used to live right across the street from there. So they use that police station as a base camp. So I've been a Fed forever. Not
the police or the military?
The military. They had the state troopers and they had New Jersey state troopers down there. They had Maryland state troopers and the National Guard.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? They say the National Guard didn't have no bullets in their guns, which probably true. No, it's probably true. When they activated, it's probably true. But that's why they always had the police with them. But so I had always had a government ID, and my shit always said like emergency response official on it. So that shit means I can go anywhere anytime I fucking want to. So I came on my building. He was like, "Hey, where you going?" He was like, he had to call his man. He was like, "Nah, you gotta let him go ahead and go." Man, I was going to DC to party. I went because you couldn't party in Baltimore. Everything was shut
Right,
down.
everything was shut
I
down.
went to DC to party.
Like, nah, I was going it was a Chinese food spot up the street, and they had some mean ass chicken. So I always was going up there to eat. I mean, single life, so I'm eating out every goddamn day. But yeah, I wasn't paying them fucking people no mind. Look, I'm cool. Y'all be cool. I'm just here to get food. That's it.
This is a good one. Australia supermarket shut down due to a spider that can cause long, painful erections. Nigga bite me. What are you talking about?
Before you die.
You ain't gonna die. Like, yo,
I thought the end result was death.
No, it wasn't death.
It wasn't? You
It's just
just-
long pain. Like, yo, fuck the blue diamond. Just get bit. Go to work. Imagine getting bit before you go on your date. Game time.
I don't want no painful erections,
Yeah,
though.
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like, or, you know, the doctor's office chart, you know, what's your level of pain? It's about 1 through 10 with the smiley faces and shit. Like, where you at?
It's on the worst side. And I seen the spider. It didn't look that bad. It didn't look like that one you seen in the
Man,
basement.
That shit looked terrifying. Nigga, another one caught me the other day, too. I was pissed. But,
Spider didn't look that bad.
no shit. That motherfucker, I don't know. Maybe they zoomed in on
And
it.
they always zoom in.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. That shit
yours
was-
had like 18 eyes.
Yeah,
and all kinds
yo,
of
you
shit.
literally I was literally about to say motherfucker probably had about 19 eyes on the
I mean,
bitch.
that motherfucker probably jump. Ain't nothing worse than a fucking spider that jump, my
Yeah,
boy.
nah, I seen one jump the other day.
Yeah,
I was trying
yeah.
to squish it. That motherfucker
Maybe
hot.
they need to, whatever that motherfucker venom is in that motherfucker, they need to make it,
Yeah.
put it in a honey pack.
That is.
The honey pack.
That's the solution. You one of these nigga ass researchers?
Yeah. A painful erection. No, I'm good. I'm good, beloved.
I'm good on that
Don't
one.
bite me.
Yeah.
All right, before I forget, and I meant to say this at the top of the show. If we do not miss a week, right? The day after the pod turns 5 years old is episode 200.
Oh wow.
So if we stay on track, episode 200 will be out because my birthday is the week prior. So I think we will record November 16th, which is the 15th. The pod turns 5 years old. So
Oh wow.
we on track to make it to 200, y'all. So
Golly, where we started?
yeah, 130, 20s, 30s.
dang.
Yeah, it's putting in that.
What was the
work,
name of the
man.
old pause? Dream.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Fuck them niggas, yo.
What's up, Jazz?
Shit.
Where we at?
Do you think the Montgomery brawl would have been different if the security guard
This
was
a
white?
Nick question.
This a Nick question. Nick got 2 in this week. I'm start charging this nigga.
Do we think the Montgomery bar would have been different if the security guard was white?
I don't think it would have been one. I think white people would have just argued back and forth with each other. Probably offered each other a bed. He probably would have moved his boat, and that would have been it.
What you think now?
Yeah, I don't think it would have escalated to the severity that it was at. Yeah, like, yo, can you move the boat? No, I want to park right here. Like, you see that? I need to get right here. Yeah, I don't think the hostility.
I think it would have been a hey bro, can you move the boat? And he probably would have had if he was intoxicated, it probably been a little resistance, but it ultimately end up moving the boat because I think, and this is my opinion, I think the issue is like it's a black man telling a white man what to do, and it's like, nah, motherfucker, I'm not moving my boat.
And I don't. I mean, we because I have entitlement issues at times, but I don't think in whole totality that black people have like those type of issues. Like if you need me to do something because like I need this space because of that. I'm not telling you to move because I just don't want your ass here.
Yeah.
I'm asking you, can you move, or telling you need to move because you see this big ass boat needs to get here. That's just like a motherfucker try to park a bullshit ass little boat with a Bay Lady sits at. Everybody know the fucking Bay Lady down the harbor sits at this one spot. Like, bro, I need you to move. Fucking Bay Lady needs to get right here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, they didn't respect his position and authority. Didn't acknowledge it. You know what I mean? Like that's his job was to enforce these types of rules, and they didn't respect it. And that's what that's the result. And drinking and things like that helped to kind of fuel that, that shit. So.
I was watching. I was on Instagram and Ricky Smiley it was a video of him. He was doing his set, and a drunk black dude come on stage, and he was like, "You ain't supposed to be up here." And the dude said something. And Ricky Smiley took his hat off and threw it in there. For real, he died. I was weak.
The way he threw that hat in the head and looked up. And then,
Oh, bing.
I was like, oh, man.
That was a universal as the bat sign, man.
Yeah.
Brothers, let's go.
It was Smurda.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been the same if he'd have been white, though. That's my take on it, you know.
All right.
And then if that would have like switched, do you like go with like black folks was being like racist to them? If it would have jumped off the other way.
Hold on. If what?
If it had been like black people on the boat.
No, it was black people on the boat. It was white people on the boat with a white attendant.
Yeah.
And a black dude in the boat trying to park it there.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nah, that wouldn't even went smooth. He probably would have pushed said dude in the water like, fam, move your boat.
Yeah.
I'm pushing you in here like whatever, and it would have been some of black people can't swim, so probably drown, lawsuit, shit like that.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, black people, if we was on a boat like that and that situation happened, I think they situations we reason in. You know what I'm saying? We'd be like you said, oh, that makes sense. I should just probably move and shit. You know what I mean? So even if they would have gotten into the fight, so if the situation was white, the security was white, and they'd have gotten into a fight, it'd have probably just been 1-on-1. They'd have gotten a little scuffle, and then
broke it up, and then yeah.
So I'll give you that part. Yeah.
So there you have it, Nick. That is the answer to your question.
So that's freebie, boy. Oh no, I should have said boy. That shit came off her race. Be black, he white.
Huh? No, Nick white.
Oh shit, my bad, dog.
Nick is like about 6'5". He do those strongman competitions. So,
oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I got it. Glocky time.
Right.
Nick ain't going down with no Glock. You probably have to empty the mag to take him down. Like, Nick like fucking Godzilla,
we
dog.
talking shit, dog. But if you cool with Jay, you cool with me.
Remember that. Shit done changed.
Remember that. Look at my face, son.
Oh shit. So
we're saying this for the kids.
So we're about to talk about lunch breaks, and I'm about to play you a clip of a young lady who gave I don't know if it's I want to call it ghetto or just erroneous response to her boss about clocking in. Here we go. Oh shit, hold up. All right.
I'm on lunch break.
Your lunch break ended 2 minutes ago. Can I sit right here?
Wow, 2 minutes. I came in here 2 minutes late.
All right,
I really don't want you to sit here, but since you sit down, go ahead.
Okay, well, it's a quick conversation, something informal. I don't need anything, crazy out of here. So I just wanted to let you know, how do you clock in? Do you clock in on your computer, on your phone, or do you clock in when you get to the station in the morning?
What the policy say on the computer, so what's the problem?
Good answer.
I'm asking you, where do you clock in?
If the policy say computer, I'm going to tell you computer.
Welcome to the Jay and Friends You're going to tell me computer, or are you going to tell me where you actually clock in? Because the last... Let me pull it up on this thing. So the last 10 clock-ins show that you're clocking on your phone.
How many?
10.
She's laughing.
So the last 10 clock-ins, the punch-ins, they've been showing that they've been through the phone app.
I probably was in the parking lot.
Okay, well, I knew you were going to say something like that, so I went ahead and I pulled up the cameras for the past 10 shifts.
And I'm going to sue you. If you watching me on the camera for no reason, that's a problem.
That's not for no reason.
That's harassment at job.
Whenever you first applied here, and let me just reiterate your memory. When you first had this interview here,
my dog on lunch break.
Your lunch was done 2 minutes ago. Whenever we sat down on that interview, do you recall we mentioned you are going to be working under close surveillance, and if that's something that you were uncomfortable with, this is not the job for you.
I've been working for y'all 5 years. Do you think I remember anything that I told y'all?
Well, I'm not violating anything by doing that. I was just making sure that this is all up to date and clearly.
So where was I when I clocked in? Where you seen me at?
I'm not sure, but I don't feel like pulling your ABL location either. So I'm just, I am not trying to make this a big deal, Brown. I'm not trying to make this a big deal.
So what you want me to do? Go on and tell me so I can do it.
I'm just trying to bring this to your attention. I need you to stop clocking in on your phone when you're not physically at the station at 5:53. Okay. You need to be physically at the station, pulling in. Sure, you can clock in on your phone if that's what you have to do to get your clock in on time. But if I pull that surveillance, you need to be in that parking lot.
So let me ask you this. When y'all wake me up out of my bed, and I get up, I start washing, cleaning my face, putting on my clothes. I'm working in. So I be clocking in.
That's not part of this contract. 5:53, you need to be at the station in the back, clock in.
If it weren't for y'all, I wouldn't be getting up. So as soon as I wake up, I clock in.
That's all I'm asking. Like I said, I'm not
Okay.
going to make this a big deal, though.
Okay,
This
I
could be
got
a
you.
lot bigger of a deal, but again, I try to look out for my employees, and I am trying to
I'm-
come to you
okay.
before I bring this to anybody's
Next
attention.
time-
We could squash it now. I'm just
It's
letting you know.
squashed. It's squashed.
It's squashed. Thank
Okay,
you
go
so much.
on,
Just
so I can
go
finish. Can I
ahead.
finish eating?
Your lunch break is over, but you can finish whatever you're doing. All
Thank
right?
you.
No problem.
I used to get paid to wake up.
That, yo,
I did. I used to get paid to wake up, so I feel on that shit.
nigga, that shit is so hilarious. She didn't own any of that.
No,
shit.
that's a typical woman. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies. Typical woman. Deflect, accept no responsibility, and give the craziest answers. And look me
Serious.
dead in my eye like you dead ass serious about this shit.
Serious right now? Like she had to be talking to another woman. The man would have been like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
sir."
So I had this, posted that. I had that like the same day. So kid comes in at 9. He comes in at 9 a.m.
What time you supposed to be there?
9 a.m.
Okay.
He got there on time. So gave him his paperwork. He did his thing. So 10 o'clock. Now, so where my office is at, I have a really big window. So because I need to see the trucks when they come in and out to let guys know if I need to send them out for a second load. I can see when everybody from the warehouse comes to work because I have the parking lot. So I see everything. I know everyone's car. So I can see my man with his feet out the window, smoke in the air. I'm like,
In his car?
fuck. So I walk out there like, yo, what's up? He like, oh, I'm on my 15.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Nigga, you just got to work at 9 o'clock.
I'm
Man,
tired.
45 minutes.
Yeah. What's up?
Bro, you gotta be to work for 2.5 hours before you get a 15. They were like, oh no, boss lady said I can get this at 10. Now he tried to get the boss lady shit off because she was on vacation. So I said, for real? He was like, yeah. So he started walking over. I said, what you doing? He said, no, I'm gonna just come back in. I said, no. You on your 15? He was like, yeah. Stay on your 15. No. You were smoking and chilling in your car with your feet up. I want you to go back and enjoy. You have 7 more minutes. Enjoy the rest of your break. Yo, this man had the dick look the whole fucking day like, this thing gonna send me home. I mean, he about to be out of there anyway, but
did he take his? All right, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. All right, Nell, you my boss. I get 2 15s. I know by
2 15s and a 30.
I know by rule it's supposed to come after so many times, right?
after 2 hours.
After 2 hours, but technically I got 2 15s. So what if I just took? Let's say like you said, your man who get high, right? Let's just say I want to wake and bake. I took both of my 15s, and I'm just gonna work the rest of the day straight. I ain't gonna take no more 15s, but I just need that to get my day going.
They try that, and I'll be like, no.
Why? I mean, I know
'Cause
it's
I'm an
violation of
asshole.
labor.
No, I mean, keep 100. No.
Yeah.
Nah, listen.
Because you're not going to do things. The thing is, it's my show. So you're not going to do things.
entitlement, huh?
Yeah.
Boss.
Yes.
No, but you know what? though?
Your
But-
way. No,
but
it's
you,
not.
but so in your situation, I mean, you work with different people, right? And everybody's a little bit different. But what happens is, if one of them gets away with, that's a slippery slope. So now everybody thinks they can do that, and now
And he's new. Like, bro, I can't. You
Yeah, I
knew.
got
Now,
you.
if you got some time in there, because this guy, this one guy, he doesn't take his break. He doesn't take his 30 when he wants to. He take it when he's supposed to. He takes it when he wants, which I know his time when he does because he tries to run his 15 to his 30 almost concurrent and have like a 45-minute break.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
And I go in there like, yo, fuck is you doing?
What's wrong with that?
Because the breaks are set up, so I always have
Somebody on the
On the
floor.
floor.
Yeah, got you.
if it wasn't, I don't give a shit, but I need to make sure that my customers, we got a slogan, customer on deck, that the customers are being taken care of and not in the fucking kitchen on YouTube.
I got you. So I think the last regular job that I've worked in, that UPS 4 hours don't fucking count. Which I thought they was trying to hire me back this week. I see the fucking email. I was like 170. Shit, I ain't go back, boy. But so I'm in the military, right? This standard, dog. Lunch break is an hour and 30 minutes. 11:30 to 1. You get into the government, it's about that time. Like 11. This the unwritten rule, right? 11:30 to 1. So when I be talking to people and they be like, "Oh, I got to take my 30 my lunch." 30 minutes? Yo, fam. I'm just getting to my car after I'm chit-chatting, going down the elevator. Yeah. It's going to take me 30 minutes to get to my car. 30 minutes to go, I'm going, coming back. Then I got to eat. And then of course we black. So 9 times out of 10, I ain't even going to lunch. I'm gonna go run an errand or some shit. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna eat
Right, at my desk.
at my desk.
Yeah.
I
So-
done wrote people up doing that shit.
30 minutes, dog. I just don't understand how can you eat in 30. Get to where you gonna eat.
I don't
Clean
know.
your little bowl and
That's-
come fucking back in 30 minutes. This is a travesty.
That's
So
their
in the
rules.
government, you supposed to technically do 8.5 hours, right? So you can't charge the 30 minutes for lunch.
Yeah.
My wife is like that. I'm
She
like,
be on the money with it.
I'll be like, yo, she's like, I gotta work by 8.5. Yo, fucking what?
No, that's what we 8.5.
Nigga, I ain't worked 8 hours.
Yo,
That part.
I
It's
ain't
like-
worked 8 hours
Yeah.
in probably 10 years.
We don't have a punch in. You just put in the hours you work on the computer. Like,
No,
like, yo,
no.
I've-
That
and
shit
we all
is from
salaried anyway. So,
like,
but you just putting
truck
hours.
drivers 5 a.m. to 3:30, half hour for their lunch. People who work in the warehouse 9 to 4:30, half hour.
So
for
okay, so
lunch.
how are you tracking the truck driver's lunch? Are you tracking the movement of the truck?
No, they don't. They can take the truck. They can take a lunch whenever. It's just automatically gonna come out for them because they can stop whenever the fuck they want to.
Oh, my
So-
shit an hour then. Especially if I'm good, I'm going to Buc-ee's. I'm chilling for an hour.
I'm
Oh, I mean, I
speeding,
did.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
did. I take break longer up, like, because I would fly through my route, then I would just bullshit.
Got you.
But no, I had a guy. So I was looking at his time. Yo, kept getting all this overtime. I'm like, why the fuck is he getting all this overtime? That's because
The dude who parked the truck?
no, this is a guy. He works in a warehouse. He would leave to go on break to get whatever he gonna go eat for lunch. If it's Taco Bell, Wendy's, and then he would come back, and I would see him hit the clock. And see, of course, where I sit at, because these motherfuckers are so stupid, they don't drive. You can go the back way and come in. I can't see you.
Yeah.
You come in the front way, I'm gonna see you every time. And I see his gold truck riding down the street.
Oh, so my man go get his food, then come back,
Then
and
come
then
back
clock
and
out.
then hit the clock.
Oh, my man, my man.
Then hit the clock. I say, yo, what time you supposed to put on? Yo, the look, and then because he African, and he's scared as shit he gonna lose his job because his family about to come over from Sierra Leone. So I fucks with him. I gotta stop that shit though. So I fucks with him, and he literally be ready to cry, but he do fuck shit and be on his slick shit like, yo, stop.
You keep on fucking with them
Nah,
spirit chocolates, he
slick,
gonna
I'm-
fuck you up.
Yeah, I'm the slickest nigga out here. You can't out slick me.
You know, you can't. They can't. They be trying. Yo, and literally before get off this topic, I literally had a guy work his second day. He was like, "Yo, if it's cool if I can just take a 45-minute lunch break and not take my 15, no. I mean, cause I don't really like taking breaks anyway. But I mean, if I can take a 45-minute break, no.
What's wrong with that now? Come on, dog.
It's just second day. Don't ask me nothing.
You, ain't
You don't
show
even
me the
you
dirt
don't
to
even
be
know
in
what
yet.
the fuck to do for your job yet.
All right,
And
so
you-
if I was there like 2 years, you let me get the 45 off?
yes.
All right, got you. I got you.
But not no nigga, you don't even know your own job yet. You talking about, yo, can I? He be gone too. Like, all these just get the fuck out of here.
I-
The
you know,
guillotine.
But I realized that I could not work anywhere else other than the government.
Yep.
I would not function anywhere else other than the government. One,
I can't
think
do
I'm the
nothing
slickest
but-
nigga in the room.
I can't do anything but drive a truck because I got to be away from supervision.
Yeah. It's out that autonomy of you being out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I literally leave my truck drivers alone. I says nothing but except for one, like, yo, bro, don't hit shit. And what one do today? Hit some shit. So I deal with that shit tomorrow.
Yeah, man. So yeah.
We're gonna skip that one because I'm on the road music together. New proposed law in Tennessee will protect against paternity fraud.
I'm with it.
Yes.
Man, listen here.
I'm with it.
Make
It
that
should be by now in 2020 fucking 3. It should be every fucking way.
a constitutional amendment.
New proposed law in Tennessee will protect men against paternity fraud, requiring a DNA test before signing and validating a child's birth certificate and gaining any parental rights. The state's child support office is not a fan of the proposed law, and I wonder why. And here's why. First off, if somebody signs a birth certificate, or in some states, because this happened to me, if you can't find the male and they try to do whatever they got to do to find them, the court can deem whoever this girl say the dad until he get a paternity test to prove otherwise, right?
Holy crap.
So let's just say, and that's extreme, but let's just say the girl lies to said dude, and it's not his kid. And just like we see these videos where the kid be 8 years old and then he find out that the kid not his, and he pay all the child support. They don't get that money back. which is why, and then every transaction through child support, the state charges a fee. So if his child support is $100, this probably be like $113 because they getting they're either they're gonna add it or they're gonna take it out of the other child support. So they're gonna get their fee, which is then that's money that they missing out because you're not charging people for kids that ain't theirs, and you got to go through all the rigmarole to fucking figure out who is the kid. And but I think that shit should just be standard, regardless of whether you married, single, gay, whatever. Take the fucking paternity test, prove the paternity, and then if it don't work out, boom.
Unless you want to sign off on it, like you want to waive that
They do
right.
that now.
You know what I'm saying though? Like
Fuck
if
that. You should still have
it should
to.
be a law. And then if you want to waive that right, if you feel as though your wife or your significant other this is your baby, you got to sign off on this if you don't want to go through that. Other than that, that shit should be mandatory.
Yeah.
And I mean, even through other aspects of like rape and shit like that, you need to know, like, is this child mine? You don't, I mean, if your significant other was raped and next thing you know, she's pregnant, I still want to know about certain things. Like,
yes, is it mine or
is it mine?
If she decide like I'm going to keep the kid, because it's the situations where that's happened, unfortunately, and the woman's like, well, I don't believe in abortion, so I have to keep the child. And then you got a husband.
But I think I mean, now trying to kind of saying like maybe it kind of coincide with their sexual
right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So like if they had sex last night and then she go out with her girls tonight and get raped, you don't know if the inception was last night or tonight.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So like in that case, if she's like, well, I'm not gonna get an abortion, but you can't determine paternity.
You can't
until the baby's born.
Yeah. No, you could do it in the stomach.
Oh, really?
I did.
And how many months?
Maybe like 4. They put a needle in the belly button and then they pull the fluid out. You can do paternity tests way before the baby is born.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's new.
You take some of the embryonic fluid and they do it like that.
The unfortunate part now is like, okay, now you got this baby and you beyond most abortion states, right?
Laws.
So it's like
you fucked now.
Yeah, you got to keep it.
And if it ain't his, she fucked.
Right.
Hey, that's our problem.
God damn, nigga. Oh yeah. All right, this is so.
Because I had a situation like that before. I dealt with a chick. We did. Like I'd known her for a while, but she was actually in the Navy, and
Oh, you hit a boat, girl?
I knew it before the Navy.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. But she was in the Navy. Came one summer weekend. She was home. Did we did. That was it. Months later, one day I get a text like, "Hey, I had your son." She's like, "Hey,
look at my face."
I'm like, "You had whose son?" She like, "Yours." I'm like, I was stationed in Bahrain. I had him over in Bahrain. It's not my son. It's not my kid. And she like, "Yes, it is." No, it's not.
Like a little kid argument. No, it's not.
Like, I haven't heard nothing. Like, literally, then you let 9 months go, and the next thing you know, you sending me pictures of a baby boy.
Then what happened? How y'all end up
paternity?
resolving?
Easy. Mama, no, this mine. No, that ain't yours. Bet. My mother said, "Hey, my motherfucking
my
baby."
mama told me to tell you.
My mama said, "Tell your mama."
They'll keep naming the part. My mama said.
But no, she went and got paternity from the guy that she knew that goddamn baby was from, and that was it.
Bitch, you know that baby wasn't never.
Never. But
if I find out if you still in the Navy, I'm up. Yeah.
I had the Jimmy hat on extra tight. Kane voice. Nigga.
Yeah. That's sheesh. That's oh, that's why I got a question. All right, so let's just use this girl for an example. She's on a boat, Tay, and then she gets pregnant. What type of duty does she have now? She can't go out to sea, right?
No. So if she's shouldn't like if she's pregnant
and they about to go out on deployment,
right? Then they're gonna put her on light limited duty. They probably put her.
Her unit. Does her unit change? Is she still a part of the ship?
They're gonna take her off of the ship's company. So they'll just put her in some whatever shore command she's attached to when she's not on the ship. Oh, okay, yeah. So she's a part of the ship. They will leave her back. They will find her some admin work to do.
But once the ship come back, she had baby. She's going back to the ship.
Yeah, but it's like a time frame. So I don't know if it's like a year or two. Women in the military, particularly in the Navy, will time pregnancies around deployment
They
schedules.
do it in the Army.
Yeah, so like if it's like, oh, we getting deployed every 24 months, the motherfucker be pregnant every 24 months.
Because they ain't got to go.
Yeah,
And then a lot of the chicks, early in my years, they would let the unit go and they would wait till the last minute and abort it. And then because they're on red detachment, they ain't gonna send them. Like they you got it, you cool, whatever. So
it's some wild shit out there for women to do.
yeah. So now let's get to y'all this Killer Mike topic. Killer Mike, who is one of the best rappers from the South, claims Jay-Z's Poppin' Tags, which is off the Blueprint 2,
Yes.
was changed because he was rapping his ass off. I got a little video for him. Like to hear. Here you go. Here we go.
Man, I know my man Killer Mike been
Like, I
talking
remember
shit.
somebody tried to insult me. Like, the only reason you got a Grammy is you're on a song with Outkast. I said I had the wickedest verse on that motherfucker. The rhyme, I'm sick with the slime. Because what you not gonna do is not tell me I'm a badass motherfucking rapper. You go listen to Poppin' Tags. I originally was directly behind Jay-Z. Somebody chopped it and pushed my ass down one more and say, let's get twisted in between this. Because I was rapping my ass off. Go listen to Good Morning with Pusha T and Black Thought. Rap my ass off and somebody changed their verse and I ain't gonna tell you who. I'm here to... When it comes to humility, time we get on that track, that shit is out the dope.
Let's unpack it.
This won't be the first occurrence that we've heard that Jay-Z has changed his verse.
Well, he ain't say Hov
He
changed
didn't say
his
Hov
verse.
changed his verse. They pushed him back because
they just moved him.
They moved him because he went hard.
You don't want to put him next to Jay. You don't want that. Even before or after. You don't want to put him next to him. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit Jay's verse first.
And I don't think Black Thought changed his verse. I think it was Pusha T.
Think Pusha?
I don't see Black Thought ever changing his verse.
Nah, he nasty too though.
Black Thought?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He nasty. with
Period.
it, So.
Period. Yeah.
I mean, I can see Pusha changing his verse.
Absolutely changing it.
Probably. I mean, like Killer Mike can rap. We know that. I really think he has the album of the year so far. It ain't too much shit that came out, but I really think he has the best album thus far. And when he does a feature, he does light that motherfucker on fire. I love his flow. He got a fast flow, and he's always going to give you some wordplay. And I fucks with him. So I can see him being moved around like, nah, we don't want to go. We don't want him first. We don't want him to go last. Because I mean, normally a person that go last, like they really set that tone. You can have a person, you either want to go first, you go last. That middle part,
it's like a baseball lineup. Either you lead off or you at fourth. You fourth in the
clean
lineup.
up.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna come clean this shit up. So that middle verse be like, at times. Depends on who the rapper is. But I can see a person rewriting their verse because you're like, man, that motherfucker came hard. Like, not that my verse is weak, but he made me let me step my shit up because he
thinking differently.
Yeah. So I mean, it's possible. It's rap. So
Yeah.
it ain't like it ain't never happened. I mean, look what LL and Cannabis. Like, yo, Cannabis made your rewrite your rap.
Right.
I remember Jadakiss said, Kodak Black said, you got to rewrite that.
Rewrite that.
Yak told him he had to rewrite it. He said,
Ye
wait, what?
when Ye tell Ross to rewrite his joint on
That Beautiful Thought, this Twisted Fantasy, boy, yeah.
Devil in the Red Dress.
Devil in Red, yeah.
Yeah, he made him and then I mean he made him rewrite some of the best shit Ross ever spit in his life.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes you got to push
Shit
it. man.
happens.
Yeah. Other music news: Usher disrespects Keke Palmer's boyfriend again, using her as a ex, using her as a victim. It wasn't an ex. I didn't know that during this game, but he used her as a vixen in his new video for the song "Boyfriend" featuring Keke Palmer. They should have been dropped this. Like it was, I great marketing, poor execution. Like if this song should have, like off the heels of this, then on top of the release of this song, Usher was like, oh. We added November, December dates. This is the final 2 months of my residency in Vegas. And then I ain't gonna lie though, he doing a night with Usher in Paris, and I think me and Jazz gonna go to that. I want to go to that. They're gonna it's the same thing when they're gonna do it.
He got a show on my birthday, bro, and I really want to go. I don't want to spend $2,000.
That's how much the ticket though?
That shit is the cheapest ticket.
Sheesh.
On the night of my birthday is on a Friday.
Man, you spend that on the end table.
$2,000.
That's one ticket.
No, it's $1,000. $1,000 a ticket.
Oh, okay.
don't want
And then
to.
you're gonna spend another $1,500 on flights.
Right, and I was looking at the flights, and I'm like, yo, and I don't even fuck with Southwest, and I'm like, they the cheapest, of course. Like, the fuck.
Yeah.
So a night with Usher could potentially cost a couple.
About
You said $2 a ticket, right?
No, $1,000 a ticket.
Oh, so $2 for the ticket, $15 for both of y'all to fly round trip, not first class. You could probably stay at
stay a whole weekend. You just say,
yeah, I'm gonna do because I would.
$1,000.
Want because I don't want to fly in on my birthday. So unless Jimmy couldn't get off work, I would rather fly out on Thursday. I don't want to fly on my birthday. My birthday on a Friday.
You're looking at about
the show on a
$5
Friday.
About $5 to $6 grand.
Yeah,
for a weekend.
For a fucking weekend.
And he could put.
And we ain't gonna talk about this. My birthday, so don't even gonna talk about the money I want
to.
I should not.
What you gonna do if he starts serenading Jimmy?
I ain't one of them bitch ass niggas. Get that money, baby. Make sure you get the money first. Secure the bag first.
Jimmy go viral and he gonna lose his mind.
She got the bag. I ain't worried about none of this shit.
Just tag her. Get these follows up.
Not me. I ain't pimping her. But
no pimp.
she from East Baltimore too, nigga. She know the vibes. Get that motherfucking money.
Nah, I don't know, man.
The show looks so dope though. I just don't see myself like really. I want to pay $2,000 just the tickets to see y'all.
I'm talking about this stupid ass song. It's poor execution.
But, I mean, yeah. On that too. Yeah. I mean, once that shit jumped off though, the next
song should have been out.
Yeah.
And I'm almost certain they went in to record this after the fact. Like, yo, we could use this. And Usher wrote his fucking album on Stop Playing With Me. You put out Glue. You put out something else, and this is the third fucking song. And they're starting to get closer and closer together. The original album was supposed to be Confessions too. And now it's not going to be called that. But put this fucking album out and stop playing. Like, let us have it. I know I'm R&B king. I need this. Dog. Stop playing.
When the last time he put out an album? What's his last album?
It was the Zaytoven shit. Him and Zaytoven got an album.
Him and Zay got an album?
Hell yeah. Five tracks.
Yeah,
five tracks.
yeah, you right.
Yeah,
that shit was tough. Yeah.
Like 2015, 2016, something like that.
You're right. Yeah, him and Zay.
So, yep.
Yo, I was looking at some shit. Shout out to Dino. Me and Dino was talking. Yo, Keke Palmer really phony as shit, bro. Like,
why?
She is average, bro. Like, it's so much lit shit that's regular chicks that like we send out. Like, she got a little thicker because she had the baby. But like, if you take, not saying she ugly or anything like
so
that.
Misogynistic, right?
But I'm not. But I'm just saying though, like,
no, we are.
Because everybody's gonna crave like, oh, Keke, like, yo, she fucking regular, bro.
I'm taking
like,
Tiana Taylor over
100%. What?
First off, y'all
that strong face motherfucker. Come here, Tiana.
You're not gonna
bring
disrespect TT like that. You don't even like thin girls, but you're not gonna disrespect.
And at the end of the day, I'm still looking at a killer like, I can't. It's a killer in the beat. I can't. I mean, I'm still looking at her.
Trash.
Yeah. We went to see, what was the movie she was just in? God, that weird ass fucking movie.
Keke Palmer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, man. I think I'm somebody else. Keep talking. I'll figure
it out. All right. Lizzo was dropped from the Super Bowl halftime show. Considerations follow her sexual assault allegations.
Oh, well.
I don't want to see Lizzo on no motherfucking Super Bowl anyway.
I'm good.
If anything, let Usher fucking perform with the roller skates, baby. Roller skate and it's in Las Vegas, ain't it? Yeah.
Yes, it's in Vegas.
Come on, man. Let Ush come on down.
Because who just turned it down? Which one of these mega?
Nah, we getting the white show this week.
It was a white artist. It was a woman. Turned it down. I can't remember who the fuck it was. I mean, it was somebody. Yeah, it was somebody like.
We had 2 in a row. I don't think we're getting another one. I ain't trying to make it racy, but we're not getting 3 back to back.
Hell no. Nope. Don't give a fuck if whole running or not. Like,
it's called Nope. Remember Nope?
Oh, I ain't see it. I just know what you're talking about, but I ain't see it. Yeah. Nah, I ain't think we getting 3 back to back. So,
I mean,
as long as they don't have the white dude that performed "Don't Try This in a Small Town," that bullshit, that racist ass country song that came out, I'm good.
I mean, I think if they do art, if they do
Taylor Swift,
she turned it down.
She must have something else going on making money. Because from what I understand, we may have talked about this.
You don't get paid.
They don't get paid for that.
You don't get paid, but you think
good
about
publicity.
It boosts your streams.
Puts your numbers up. You know what I mean? But I guess she probably got some mega tour going on. She's like, I'm not stopping this shit for that. And then the preparation that goes into it. You know, the good thing, like Beyonce was on the heels of like her tour and shit. So like,
we probably gonna get like a Bad Bunny, motherfucking. we might fuck around and get an Afrobeat fucking halftime show, and Nell ain't gonna like it.
Maybe you get like some slicker. Like, what was my man, the DJ, the guy I went to go see? I can't think of his name right now. But you get somebody that's cool, that can DJ, interact with the crowd.
A DJ for a halftime show?
But I'm just saying.
That might be hard.
And they can bring out several different artists. And that,
Yeah.
I can't think of my man's name, but we went to a show, and how he blended several artists together. And they
Well, if his Hove still running that shit, that'd be Khaled. Silly ass.
Nah.
It takes a different type of personality to do that type of stuff.
You gotta have that energy like them EDM dudes. Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You
Maybe,
gotta-
maybe that might be a good look, though.
Let Shaq do it then. Fuck it.
That'd be a nice one.
Let DJ Shaq do it.
He be throwing some.
do.
Man, his shit be crazy though.
They said it was lit when he DJ'd down here at the Orioles. He did an Orioles game this year.
No shit.
He did an at the party at the Orioles, and he DJ'd down there. They said it was super lit.
so we already talked about hip hop turn 50.
They said, which I don't understand. Ebro, old Ebro always got some dumb shit to say. And I saw on Twitter like Ebro.
And for those that don't know, Ebro is like the dude at Hot 97, which is one of the biggest radio stations for hip hop around. Period.
And Ebro, he's a purist. He don't really like none of these new rappers. I don't know. He's about boom bap rap, for real. The forefathers. Well, anyway, he was upset about some rap. He didn't say. He was like, "Yeah, I noticed some of you rappers, you didn't say like happy birthday to hip hop or some shit like that. I see y'all didn't post." And I was like, I mean, what if I didn't have time? What if I didn't think about it, bro? I don't wish some of my fucking family members happy birthday. So why the fuck do I need to say happy anniversary hip hop? I mean, I understand on one token because I wouldn't be able to have this fame and fortune without hip hop.
Right.
Okay, well,
But-
why didn't Def Jam tweet happy birthday? Why didn't Interscope tweet happy birthday? Why didn't Cash Money tweet happy birthday? Why didn't Warner Music tweet happy birthday? These are the people that made billions and millions off the backs of hip hop, and they should be the one
These Jimmy Iovines
saying
and
happy birthday. So I kind of didn't agree with.
What show used to run Def Jam 2 with Rush? The Russian guy.
No,
Can't
you
think of his
talking
name.
about who make beats with his shoes off and shit?
Not the producer.
Rick Rubin.
Not Rick Rubin. The other one, lawyer.
Leo Cohen.
Leo Cohen. Like that motherfucker. They always talk about how he a good bad guy for real, but Ebro always got something to fucking
Yeah,
say.
I don't agree with that part for
But he
artists,
was-
but the companies that
was
made this
aggressive.
money off of the backs of the old and the new should be the ones that's saying happy birthday hip hop, because they put y'all where y'all at, and you continuing to play moving chair what you call that shit, musical chairs at the top
And Meek
tiers
had a
fucking-
long post today about sort of about those type of guys getting fucked in their contracts and rappers, and they're not winning right now. Meek was saying like he owns everything, his publishing. He said at this moment right now I own all my music, and he was saying like rappers need to get lawyers and better deals and like start talking to
So,
one another.
I'm gonna
about
play
that shit.
devil's advocate, right? Everybody say ownership, and I'm 100% for ownership, right? So you're Nipsey Hussle, you're Meek Mill, and I will say, give me a lower name rapper that's popping though. I am
Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty. All right, all of us own our masters. Or if you want to own something that ain't worth nothing, or do you want money? You know what I'm saying? Cut a deal that gives you money. You know what I'm saying? Because like you can own your masters, but if they ain't worth shit, what the fuck are you got? You know what I'm saying? There's it's nothing. But if somebody like a Nip or somebody, you know what I'm saying, of that stature, yes, now your catalog has something. But if you know, it's just that it's doing business. Like maybe starting off, yeah, I own my masters, but let's put in the stipulation that either I could buy them for 2 times the amount or whatever the case may be. But in the beginning, yo, masters ain't worth shit. You just a rapper rapping.
Right.
And
That's right. You should be a part of a label. You might not, the first one might not be yours, but as you build that buzz and they put that money behind the machine, you start to build that buzz. You go after that later. So,
absolutely.
Did you see the joint of what the dude for the Saint Lunatics? The one that wrote, he said he wrote basically all Nelly raps, wrote all the country grammar.
I hate when they say that because everybody who say I wrote X, Y, and Z, they never can duplicate it.
yeah.
But and
Or
he,
can prove it.
I mean, you can, but it's
Gilly
like,
too.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people though, like are better writers than they can be at artists.
Quentin Miller. Yeah.
Yeah. But Quentin was hard though. He really could have did it if he really wanted to.
No, he couldn't have. I listened to Ride Through the Six of My Woes, his version.
Yeah.
And I listened to Ride Through the Six of My Woes, Drake version. The lyrics
Oh,
don't
no,
change.
it's different.
It's
no,
the
no.
delivery.
The delivery is
A lot of the delivery, the look, everything goes into being an artist. People get that confused. Like it's
Yeah.
a package.
It's a
there,
package.
You know what I mean? So yeah, if your look is off, you're not gonna succeed, unfortunately.
But basically, he was saying he didn't get paid for nothing. Like Nelly didn't give him credit for anything. He was like, "Yo, I wrote this, and this." He said, "This is all my flow. This is this," and he was like, "Why?" The dude who was interviewing him was Vlad. I forgot the black guy's name, but he was interviewing him. He was like, "Well, why didn't your name get put down on paper?" He was like, "Because that was my brother. I figured we do
himself.
this. He's going to bring the group along because it's
did.
it's basically Nelly and the Saint Lunatics."
He did.
But then he was saying like he wasn't getting no money off of anything. And then now that Nelly then sold majority of the catalog, and of course now he's not going to eat off of any of that money because his money, he doesn't have any rights to anything. He was like, he'll never perform with Nelly again. And Nelly was like his brother.
So here's where I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I think I'm gonna call it a little bit of bullshit. So I remember them when they came out, and this was 106 in Park Time, AJ and Free. Keep, like I was telling you about me and Jazz, keep that same energy. When you was out there, you had your chains on, you in music videos, y'all had the cars. I remember they did MTV Cribs. You wasn't complaining then. Yes, Nelly went on to do other things.
The one
but
Ali.
But I
Ali
think
K.
I think he put them in position, and they all just kind of squandered that shit. And you thinking that this money gonna forever for be here, and it's not gonna be that way. Nelly continued to go, but y'all had to think about it. Y'all are a group, so first off, you splitting this money however many ways, and this run ain't gonna last that long. So you squandered your money away, and then you mad. Okay, yes, Nelly made you president of Dirty ENT. Wasn't no paperwork. You might have. Let's just say Nelly did fuck him over on a few songs. She don't get no writer's credit. But you had an opportunity. You was in a group, you put out an album, and you was doing shows. What did you do with your money? Right. So I kind of see what he's saying, but dog, don't sit here and cry this shit because you didn't have that energy when you was up. Everybody was happy. Nelly's still moving and grooving, and you just regular degular now, and now you got anger issues. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'd have been after. I mean, of course, it's easy for me to
Monday morning
quarterback this because I'm on the outside. But like, after you seen Nelly take off on that, and then like he was the number one artist in the fucking world,
Diamond.
and y'all as a group were trash. Call a spade a spade. You had one dude that wore half a face mask that did nothing but dance.
Right.
K1.
Murphy Lee was supposed to be the next one up.
That solo album was hard too.
And then it was the two others. You had Ali and then the other one. No, Slow Down was the dude with the mask.
Slow down.
Your name was Slow Down.
Wow. I don't
And
even remember him.
he sued Nelly. And Nelly was cracked like, what? Nigga, you ain't do shit but dance. The fuck? You ain't write no raps? That was funny. That was fun. That was a funny interview. But I'd have been trying to get my business together when I wasn't able to eat off of one of the biggest songs in hip hop history.
When that check don't come in,
When that check is like,
you know what time it is.
And you see in Nelly, he was like, yeah, because he broke down like those are my words, and it probably is his words.
You ain't
But
do the
once
split
you
sheet.
saw, and you didn't, if you quote unquote didn't eat, all you was getting was vocal sweatsuits, nigga. It's a problem.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
right.
So
Yeah,
for those, I used to be a rapper, right? But when you're in the studio, they got what you call split sheets. So when you're writing songs and songs come together, everybody hates split time. Because if we all in here, you got the producer, you got the dude that made the beat, and let's say all I'm writing the song, but y'all two help me write it. Then the split sheet come out, and it's a pie, it's 100%. So the producer's like, I made the beat, let me get 20. The engineer say, I engineered this shit, so I take 5. And then it's like, well, Jay, I wrote your first verse. I'm like, all right, cool. Now the numbers are starting to dwindle. So I wrote something, and he was like, well, I gave you the hook, my boy. Like, I need And now you start breaking it down, and a lot of people, it get real finicky when split sheets come out, because it's like, well, I told you, especially, I got to be crazy with Kanye, because, all right, the first producer made the beat, then he had 2 more producers to put some drums, and then Mike Dean put synths, then you got Sci-Hi, Pusha T, all these other people who helping him write, and it's not a lot of pie. And on top of that, let's say you sampled the song. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, you just hope it's a super
smash.
banger.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how back in the day. Of course, these kids will never find out, but that's how we knew rappers' real names after a while.
Open
But if
that
you
book.
looked in the credits, you open up that book, you knew who
Christopher
the hell
Wallace,
Clifford Smith, Method Man. That's his name, Clifford.
Clifford Harris.
You knew T.I., Tip Drill. Like, so you get to knowing, you know, your favorite artists' names, like Busta Rhymes. His name is Trevor Smith. Like, you get to knowing your favorite rappers, and like, oh, he really wrote that shit. So, hey.
Our last one. Did y'all ever get a chance to see the Johnny Manziel doc?
I haven't.
It's out?
I watched it today.
I didn't know it was out.
seen it.
I mean, I
watched
saw
that
the
shit today.
clips. I didn't know it was out, though.
It's wild.
So I seen Bubba Dub was like,
He got to give up. He has. NCA, what the fuck?
Nope. And we're gonna make this black and white. I'm on the side of the whites on this one. I'm on the side of the whites on this one. I'm gonna tell you why. You can argue Reggie Bush should have his Heisman back. Yes. But when you watch this doc, Johnny Manziel broke the law. The difference between him and Reggie Bush, the white boy lied. Great. Johnny Manziel's best friend was right there with him. So in the doc, you're gonna watch it. He says he called his dad. So it was signing autographs and getting paid money. So he was like, Dad, I think I fucked up. And he was like, what happened? He was like, the money shit, right? Because this, like, they was like, what the fuck? This dude hanging with Drake. He hanging with LeBron. He's flying on private jets. He's a fucking college
Johnny
player.
fucking football.
He got a
He's
Rolex
everywhere.
So the white boy, his best friend was like, fuck this. He did what we do in the military. It's called reverse planning. We're gonna start at the end state and we're gonna work all the way back to where we are now. So it was like, boom. They said he got too much money. All right, fuck. So it was like, I called his mom, I called his dad. We gonna expound. We gonna really lie and say y'all from money. Boom. He got this. They every angle that they could attack Johnny Manziel, he had a dope ass lie, and it was like a dope alibi. It was an alibi for everything, even though it was a lie.
Yeah.
They got that fucking lie off. And you know what Johnny Manziel got for all of that shit he did? Suspended for the half of one fucking game.
Yeah.
One fucking game. Wow. And in the doc, the boy tells how he gets this lie off. I mean, he goes step by step.
I mean, when he break down how he got over the piss test, like,
yes.
He had his agent.
The fourth string quarterback. The agent pissed for him at the combine.
Had the agent pissed for him.
The fourth string quarterback was pissing for him at Texas.
Jeez.
So he was like, his agent was like, yo, Johnny, don't go to the combine. We can't chance this shit. He was like, man, I've been doing this shit for the last few years. He's like, fuck this. He's like, you know, you go to Indianapolis, it's only a big city, so big of a city. So we go in a hotel. Of course, it's players, NFL execs. He's like, we get on I got like 5 or 6 drug tests in my hand. I got Pedialyte and Gang of Water, and we get on the elevator and boom, the shit open. It's 2 GMs and an owner. Get in there with him. He's like, I'm trying to hide the shit. So he was like, Johnny just chugging water, Pedialyte. He's like, he pissed once, boom. We waited. He's like, keep drinking. He pissed some more. And he was like, it's getting lighter. He was like, I told you I got it. So he ended up passing the drug test. And then like he
lit the combine up.
He was drunk. Drinking 1942. He fucked. Listen, good fucking. Johnny was a wild boy.
And he had his father, because they didn't want him to do it, so they had his father fake a heart attack.
Yep.
Like, yo,
to get him out of there.
He can't fucking go. Fake a heart attack to get him out of here. To get him permission, like he can't work out today.
This shit. This is why I can't. You can't compare. Because Reggie Bush live was trash as a motherfucker. Like, it was just so surface level, and you knew he was bullshitting.
I mean, his family, they moved. Reggie family was at every game. They flew Reggie home and away. They flew Reggie parents to every single game Reggie played in.
You got to justify the lie now.
And then they bought him that big ass house.
You got to justify the lie.
It really was the house. Flying them to games ain't shit. But it was the house. that fuck Reggie.
It was two people that got their dead dope ass lie off. It was Johnny Manziel and LeBron James. Hummer.
You fucking right. Mama ain't working the pie factory. We put it in my mother name.
Got that
Nigga,
fucking
what?
one of the first Hummers to come off the lot, custom.
Yo had that H2 with everything in that bitch.
Suede.
Suede.
So listen, Johnny, you got that shit off. I'm proud of you, my boy.
Johnny fucking football.
Hell yeah, that's a
They
good
said
guy.
they was like, yo, he don't watch film. Like, yes, he do. He gotta watch film. And like, they can see when he look at film. They like, yo, his shit say 0 hours, 0 minutes. Johnny was like, well, fucking look at film for what?
Johnny said most people they play for like the game is for the game. Like you want to practice you to get to the game.
Right.
For him, the excitement was you win, but for the shit after the game, the partying. That was his thing. That's it.
Johnny.
Johnny fucking football boy. He had the world in his hands.
And when he was in trouble, that's where that came from. The whole money sign. And then it was like when he got drafted, his agent was like, "Don't do it, don't do it." And he put that fucking hat on and walked across that stage and was like,
Johnny fucking football.
Johnny, man,
I can't wait to look at it.
artwork.
I'm gonna peep it out.
"Why you dog? All right, let's get out of there. Close the stars. What you got?
I have nothing.
I have nothing.
Yeah, I'm nothing. I'm dry today.
Nothing.
I have nothing. I'm so dry.
All right.
Get them kids ready for school. I tell you that shit. That's it. And I mean, and it's not all about making sure like your kid is super fresh. Like make sure they have the tools and the supplies to help them go. Like it ain't always about making sure they got the latest of everything. Because Darnell wearing uniforms this year, so she hates it. Because she been wearing regular clothes all her school, so now she got to wear a uniform. But other than that, though, I mean, like, just make sure you prepare these little babies to get out here and able to get the tools so they can succeed for this year's school.
My closing thought is this. I'm taking this from Jim Jones. I heard him say in an interview. If you can't stay motivated, stay consistent. If you stay consistent, it'll bring the motivation back. We come here every week and bring you dope content. It be weeks that go on. I be like, I don't fucking feel like doing this shit. Mm-hmm. But the pod about to turn 5 years old. About 200 episodes. You stay consistent, and he's absolutely right. If you stay consistent, the passion will come back. So the motivation. So that's how I feel. So on that note, this is Jeff P, episode 187. We're gonna close this thing out like this with some game. Let's go.
Still Leo season. Shout out to all the Leos.
Welcome to the Jay and Friends podcast.